y'all. I don't know. There's been this whole like alpha, beta. I don't know what's the other ones, omega, sigma. I'm not sure where this whole understanding comes from, but I decided to look into it. I'm really trying to get out of these like personality systems and that kind of thing because I think it's mostly witchcraft, to be honest. Carl Jung, he is the founder of Myers-Briggs. Carl Jung grew up as a Christian, but like openly admitted, and you can find it online, that he got his information concerning these personality types from these demons or entities, as he probably said. And to me, this whole sigma, gamma, alpha stuff, that's probably the origin of those things as well. And people let it go to their head. And it gets to the point where they start degrading other people because they're a beta, you're a beta simp, and, just disrespectful language towards others for things that they don't even understand. What would be better is if you actually learn to understand the other person and treated them with respect, just because they're another person. But nonetheless, I ended up looking into the whole system, and I don't know, I guess I relate to this Sigma character the best. But there was a guy on YouTube that posted just like one of those short clips, and this guy, he had took this woman off the street and like married her. And I don't know, I guess to the sigmas and to the alphas, because there was a guy that claims he's an alpha male that did a video concerning this too. And I don't know, they were trying to make it seem as though what this guy did was the most wicked thing in the world. Or at least thinking that he's corny or whatever the deal is. Because, a lot of people have the perception that you have to be a certain way in order to be desirable or to deserve love or whatever the deal is. That is not the case in the kingdom of God. Our whole plight is you're supposed to love people. Love your neighbor and love your enemy, okay? It's hard to do. I'm not going to lie. Like, those people are difficult to love because they don't want to love other people. They want to trash other people. But, when we start doing that, we end up becoming just like them. So, what I was trying to get to, I looked at the video because it said something about Sigma on there, and I was interested in hearing the mind of a Sigma man. It was no different than the Alpha man. But moving forward, I had responded on the video and said something, because the video was named a woman doesn't, or a Sigma doesn't need the attention from another person or woman or whatever the deal is. And God has brought me to a point where I don't necessarily feel like I need attention from men, but it's not in a way of like some people use it as a security blanket, I guess, and they're kind of like, well, I don't need your attention, more so that, oh, I'm better, I don't need your attention, I'm not a simp, I'm gonna just focus on what I'm doing. Like, it's coming from a place of brokenness and hurt, like a protective garment type deal, and that is not how God made me. I didn't feel like I had to boast about it in people's faces. It just kind of happened. Like, I literally feel secure in God, so I don't feel like I need the attention from someone else to feel secure or full or whatever the deal is. So that's the huge difference concerning those things. So he ended up responding, and I was kind of surprised he responded, but thankful, because he kind of explained his side, and then I was like, at this point, I kind of feel like people come into my life and they come and they go. It's not a huge thing for me anymore where I'm like, somebody leaves out of my life and I'm upset about it. I'm just like, okay, that was their time in my life, and now it's time to move forward. And on top of that, it's no longer about just finding somebody romantically. Now I know that my job, if you will, as a child of God is to sow into people's lives, to give them that water if that's what they need. And so because of that, if I lose someone out of my life, I feel like I've done my job regardless. And I feel very blessed to be in that position. But, it's also true that because I do those things, I get blessed as well in other ways. So I just feel like really blessed for being in this position. It's really worth it to be of the understanding that you can give to other people, whether it be your time or even physical things like money or food, and still feel like you got something out of it. So I think when you're in that position, you're doing pretty well. But unfortunately, some people are so much about work or success or getting whatever they want, they can't sow into other people And I just never want to go back to that way. So anyway, you guys be blessed and have a good one. Bye.